All right, we are back. Um, Super disappointed with the way I played that last turn. I got overly aggressive and I lost units unnecessarily. Really, I had three casualties. I think all of them unnecessary. So very frustrating. See if we can recover here. So start out with what we know. No HQ event. CO gets 5. He's still sitting here in the staging area, so he's got 8 total. He can talk to the third platoon, so he's going to give him. Cannot talk to second platoon. Can talk to the first platoon, and the first platoon is sitting on 6. We might as well. I feel like the XO and the first sergeant have what they need. So that was 2. And I'm going to have him tell all of those to go up there. So he is now sitting alone. That was 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So 2, so 5 up. That makes sense. I had 8, down to 3. Spent 5. All right. So let's tackle first platoon. Oh, you know one thing I'm going to do before I do that? This guy is going to start firing here now. Because the guy was eliminated on his card. So during the cleanup phase, he would have started firing on these guys right here. And he is automatic fire. Okay. What I'm thinking is I'm probably going to move the mortar team over here and try to knock him out. This is what I should have done. That's the first sergeant's going to do that. So I am going to take a risk and infiltrate the first platoon. Well, first thing I'm going to do is he's going to tell this guy to move forward. So, hold on. I guess I should actually figure out what the first platoon gets. The first platoon first. He is undercover and a veteran, so he gets 6 more. So he's at 12. He can spend down to 6. The first thing he does is tells this guy to infiltrate up into this card. And I'm not going under the cover here. So that is, he is a veteran. So 1, 2, 3. He does successfully infiltrate. That's awesomeness. He is now going to infiltrate into that card. And he's actually going to infiltrate undercover. 1, 2, 3. Wow, he like multi-infiltrated. So he's infiltrated. That's awesomeness. He is now going to tell this guy to infiltrate. Well, he's going to do a shift fire. We've already got a volume of fire that was no longer applicable there. So that's small arms fire. So it was 1, 2, 3. An infiltrate. Nope. So he is going into the trench. Exposed. That is 4. I think I may just see, can I can end it right there. 1, 4. Yep. Save an 8. The first sergeant, no, the third platoon, sorry, third platoon here, gets 5, so 4, so he's got 6. He can only save 3. Here we're a mess, right? Fire team paralyzed. So there. Well, this guy actually now is going to start firing overhead, which is kind of awesome. It's actually a crossfire. Oh no, crossfire. Right. So this the mortar, he would have started firing as soon as the exposed marker was removed. Overhead fire, which is awesome. But I'd rather get, well, no. Yeah, mortar fire would be better because he would be blinded. So the third platoon I think he's going to tell this guy to move here. I don't need anybody on that card. I'm just going to stop. He's firing up here. He's going to tell him to concentrate fire. That's what he's going to do. So he is lined. So 1, 2. So no. Exhort 3. So that did not work. So that's 1, 2. To be honest with you, he's going to go under here and do the same damn thing. That guy is aligned, so 1. So that's a third move. 1, 2, 2. All right. So he got us to concentrate fire on that guy. That's good. So I think that's it. So 2 more down. Yep. Now we're going to do the second platoon. He is undercover. He gets 5, so he's at 9. He can only save 6. Ay, damn it. It's going to tell this guy to try to infiltrate as well. No, he doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. No. I think he's just going to lose him. I really don't have anything I want him to do. What I wanted him to do is tell the mortar to do something, but I got to get the dang mortar over there because of the order of this. So now we'll do the XO who has 8. Um, we want the exo to do. I don't feel like there's anything. Look for cover. We're not well, he is exposed, but he's also undercover now. Not that that mattered. I mean, there's nothing really. Now, the first sergeant, I do have some things I want him to do. First thing I want him to do is tell this guy to move over here. That's 1. By the way, he has 10, so he can go down to 4. Second thing is he's going to tell this artillery to fire there again. This is the last one. We get 4 draws. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got incoming here again, which is good. We are going to blow that thing to smithereens this time. Concentrate fire, crossfire, 5. I mean, it's please, right? So now he's down to no remaining HE. That's 2. Third is he's going to literally move over here. And he's going to tell this guy to fire here. That's the mortar team. And he gets 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the mortar now, I think, is down to nothing as well. That's the last mortar. No. Mortar's only done it. I feel like maybe I missed some. I don't think I have. Move the mortar team. That's a -3 there. And so those are the pending missions. Okay. I think that's it. So it was 10. Now he's down to 6. He fired, moved, told the guy to fire, moved the guy, told the guy to fire, moved himself, told the other guy to fire. So, general initiative 3. Wow, that's actually awesomeness. I want to move all 3 of these. Back. He can't carry the smoke. Exo's going to do some stuff on them next turn. The other thing is I'm going to get the first sergeant up here, and I'm going to start doing some casualty collection points on cards. Next turn. All right. That's it for me. Their turn. Another HQ event, number 3. Now this time it's turn 8, so I think we're on to something different. Replace any PCA markers on row 1. Reinforcements. Replace any PCA markers removed on row 1 and 2 if no US units are on the row. Well, looks like there. Because I got units on all those. No units are on the row. On rows 1 and 2. If no units are on row 3, well, I have a unit on row 3. So, sorry. Replace PCA markers removed from 1 and 2 if no units are on row 3. So, nope. You lose. Ha. All right. So, enemy. There is no enemy activity check there. Only 2 of them. Well, this should be fairly quick. So this guy first. He is a fire team. I mean, I think he just does nothing. Now, granted, he is going to be down to almost out of ammo. He's going to be down to small arms fire after this, but he's not going to be able to see as well. So this guy, I mean, fire team, undercover, fire team, not on a undercover, not on a card. Yeah, he just does nothing. So basically, they sit and fire. They just keep firing. Now these guys are pinned, undercover. So 1 through 4. The first one's a 1, which is nothing. Second one is a 4, which is a fall back. So this one is falling back, and I think that's the better. Yeah, that's the one that. The other one is paralyzed. So that's okay. That guy's pinned. So that's going to wipe that out pretty good. All right. That's it for them. So capture segment, I don't believe we capture anything. Not yet. Now the retreat segment, he is pinned, so he's not retreating. I don't think there's any paralyzed that are under fire. There are no potential contacts that we have a card on. Pinned recovery, these guys are unpinned. This guy's going to get them reconstituted. Combat effects. So, all right. We have -5. They've got a 2, 4, 5. We've got -5, and then oops, these flip, by the way. And as a result of this flip, they are not firing at us anymore. They are firing, and they're using their last ammo, so they are now out of ammo. So this will turn into a small arms when they go. So this is a -2. That's what we came up with, right? I've got -5, -6, -7 for the crow. Actually the crossfire, concentrate fire, -1, -5. That's -8, and they've got a 5. They're at a they're at a 5. Oops, that's pinned. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, we got 2 pinned units. That makes more sense. So +5, -8, so they're -3s. So first one, -3, just pinned. Second one, hit. He's green, he's a casualty. So this guy turns into a German casualty. And they still have 1 pinned paralyzed team there. Next, this is -3. They're at a +4, and we're at a -5, so it's -1, which is a hit. And this is a green unit because it's a fire team. That is another casualty. That is sweet. Other casualty. All right. No more fire team. That card becomes much easier to take. That's what I needed to do. I lost. I got at least 2 casualties, and then this whole engineering team was a fiasco as well. There is no other place. That's it. Those are the only place where fire is taking place. This is no longer small arms up here because we ceased. So we are cleaning up. And That doesn't exist because they don't have fire anymore. Need to cease fire. Probably fire off a ceasefire is what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. This guy would have opened fire here. That is 1 LMG. I'm going to actually put that in because he should have opened fire this way when I move those units off. Still have the crossfire. So we ate up an ammo there. Actually, the mortar section ate up an ammo. All right, on to the next turn. I think this will be fairly quick now because I mean, we just have to get on that card and then some casualty collection. There's no reason to even go onto these cards and risk those other A's. So, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking create an assault team. You know what? I didn't use a single skill. I forgot all about my skills. Yeah. Oh well. All right. So let's I'm gonna pause real quick and look at some stuff, and then I'll be right back. You know, one thing I realized, I'm probably not going to move on to that card. Probably not worth the risk for one casualty, but I am going to try to get casualty collection points, meaning I'm going to be moving up my first sergeant. And I've got 2 turns. Yeah, so I can get this one and I can get these. Got 1 there, 2 here. So we can get 3 of these casualties, hopefully collected. All right. First things first, we do not have an event. The CO gets 3, 4 total, so he's at 7. Can spend down to 1. Third platoon is under. He can't activate him. He can activate the XO. He's already got 7. First has got plenty. Can't activate the second. I think he's just going to bank. Let's see. Actually, you know what he's going to do? He's going to move here. He is going to, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, and then he moved these guys up. So paralyzed. So it was litter, fire, boom. Litter, fire, and he moved. So that's all he did. He didn't activate anybody. He's down to 1. Now, so the first platoon, we'll just do them in order here. He gets 2, but he's under cover and he's a veteran, so he gets 4. So he's up to 12. He can spend down to 6. He's going to convert him to an assault team, so that's 1. Oops. He's going to attempt to infiltrate. So 2. 1, 2. Failed. I'll exhort 3. So he succeeded. So that's his 3rd move, and he's going to move into that trench. That's, he did 1 and then 2, 3. He's going to move out here 4. Tell this guy to move 5 and move himself back under. So he's going to get all these guys under cover, but expose those 2 in the process. All right. So he just spent 6, so he's down to 6. So second platoon, undercover. He's got 10. Good Lord, that's a lot. I think the second platoon's nuts to do anything. He loses 4. Third platoon gets 4. God almighty, he gets 4. So that's 6. He can only save 3. He's going to do nothing. There's just nothing valuable to do. Hold on. He had 6. He'll tell him to concentrate fire. He did. Right, so that's 1. And that's all he's going to do. All right. The XO is up to 8. Where's the XO? The XO's here. First thing the XO is going to do is fire off his flare for a ceasefire, which is going to cause. I'm just going to take everybody to stop firing. All of that disappears. And then we're going to reopen fire. Only place is here. So these guys are going to reopen fire here. And these guys are going to reopen fire there. And this is going to be a automatic and a crossfire. Okay. So that was 1. And then he's going to move here. 2. And he's going to create a casualty collection point. 3. And I think that's it. And the first sergeant's going to get 1. Just bank them. Then we got our. So we get 2. Well, he's going to try to reconstitute as one of his initiatives. So I get 3 draws, and if I get a rally, oh no, he's going to. I get 2 of them. Yes. So the first one is going to be to turn that to an assault team. Well, the second thing he's going to do is try to rally. So he's veteran, so he gets 3 draws. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So that was 3. So first platoon was reconstituted. What was that guy? 1-1? Yep. So that is a line green. He's a line. That was good. That was 2. Actually, okay. Their turn. No HQ. I'm not even doing it. They got 1. It's pinned. Undercover. That's a 4. That's fall back. Pinned undercover, fall back. This guy just melts away. I mean, that certainly simplifies. Because now, capture segment, we're actually capturing all of these German ones. Because they're adjacent and ours. You know, am I supposed to take a... I think I'm supposed to take a step off, right? Capture. Eight 8.15.1. These are casualties. 8.15. I don't know if so guard steps are not required for the casualties. All right. Yep. All right. I don't think there's any retreat anywhere. Nope. So, combat fire segment update. Well, this thing is no longer firing there. That's the only fire segment update. Pinned recovery. There's no potential contact. Nobody's pinned. I think we just wiped them out, basically. Pinned. Combat effects. There are none. I'm spending ammo here with 1 LMG. And so we're in the cleanup phase. And this casualty collection point will cause these guys to be evacuated. You know one thing. Yeah. I got an idea too. I may move these 2 units into here and then order this guy to pick that casualty up. Pick up, have an infantry unit. Yeah, so I think I can have him just pick up the casualties and then walk. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. So it's a new turn. Turn 9. No, turn 10. Last turn. Yeah, this is going to be way less. Well, no HQ event for us. The CO, oh my gosh, he doesn't get much. He gets +1. Thank God I used the initiative. So he has 3. He can give he can activate the first platoon because of the radio. And that's it. That's all you can do. We'll have him fire off his pyrotechnic. Stop all the fire. Just no reason to be shooting. If anything pops up, I'd rather just be able to shoot. So another one. First platoon gets, well, it doesn't really matter. Didn't need to activate him because he can only spend 6. So it doesn't really matter, but we're reshuffling the deck. So listen, he can only spend 6. And we're at the last game turn. So his 6 are going to be tell this guy to move here. Then he moves here. Then I believe he can tell this guy to pick up the casualty and carry it over here. So we've still got units on both cards. All right. So that was 1, 2, 3 to pick up, 4 to move. He's done. He's got 2 to save. Irrelevant. All right. Second platoon gets 2 because he's underneath. It's going to save him. He has nothing to do. Literally nothing to do. In fact, the only thing we care about is the XO. XO is going to have a couple. Third platoon gets a whole bunch, saving 3. XO has 6. XO is going to move here. Casualty collection point. Under the bunker. As safe as can be. Well, safe as you can be in a German bunker. All right. So, first sergeant, saving 8. Nothing for him to do. Yeah, nothing for him to do. If I'd really, no, it wouldn't have mattered. Don't want to go on that card. So, because I was going to say, if I'd really had guts, get there, and I could have moved somebody up there a turn ago. But we're doing all right. We're getting some casualties out. General initiative, I got 2. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to move this guy here. And done. I don't think anything else matters. Germans, no HQ event. They have no enemy units. There is no capture. There is no retreat. No fire mission update. No potential. No combat effects. We're going to evacuate these casualties. And that is the end of that mission. We accomplished in the first, that was, first attempt. I thought I didn't even need to go as fast as I did. I think we played that one pretty well. Other than the one turn where I got ahead of myself too fast, too many casualties as a result of that. So that was frustrating. So yeah, secure the primary and secondary objectives on row 3, and we have them secured. So we're calling that a win. So let's go now. I want to check a couple things. Do I even get any reinforcements in this scenario? Campaign. I'm going to pause this and figure out the in-between mission to start mission 2. And I'm just going to pause and we'll continue this video. All right, I confirmed there are no replacements at all. Actually says that in 2.1 right there. Note there are no replacements at the beginning of any of the missions. So now I really wish I hadn't sent those troops in. Now, granted, here with the, those were, it's this one and this one that annoy me. Both of those were avoidable, and I'm going to end up with green or empty or troops. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pull units out, get the, well, let's calculate real quick. Why don't we calculate our experience? So one thing is we didn't use a single skill. I'm so bad about not using skills, and it just is annoying, especially with the infiltrate skill there. But let's look here and see what we got from an experience standpoint. So secured the primary objective, secondary, and attack. We did all those. That's 12 points right there. So we know we got 12. Clear another A in an offensive mission, which we cleared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. That's 17. Right, those were worth, wait, oh no, that's 23. Because that was another, I got to start over. It's 5, so it's 12 plus 5 more cleared, so it's 22. 22. Because the clearing the A's is worth 2. Clear another B or C card. We did not do any of those. 2 per step in terms of capturing, which we had 1, 2, 3. So that's another 6. 28. Inflict a casualty. Well, we caught them all. No point blanks. We didn't knock out any tanks. No higher HQ with a per evacuated U.S. casualties. So we had 1, 2, we had 4 U.S. casualties that were evacuated. So that's another 4. 32. Then we have clear an enemy bunker in addition to the card. We cleared that bunker. I don't know if we can argue we cleared that bunker. I'm not going to take credit for cards that still have potential. Oh, actually, I think if they have potential, yeah, they don't. So we cleared that bunker. We got 1 more. We didn't get a pillbox. So 1 more. So 33. We ended up with 33 experience points out of that mission. All right. So continuing, add up experience points. Rally any weapons, teams, spotters, HQs to their good order side. And I think everybody is pretty much on that. I'm going to get the units that I'm going to just pull out units real quickly. So we've got the 2nd platoon. Yep, so there's a 2nd AT. 1, 2. There's 3, 2. 1, 1. 3, 1. Over there. 1 LMG. 2, 1. There's the mortar section. He came out all right. HO, HQ. Mortars don't really matter because they're the mortar and the artillery FO are just coming back with me. So they just come back every turn. They're not actually attached. So that's why they're less critical. All right, so we got that. 3AT there. Here's the 1st platoon. There's 1 AT. 2, 2. And I think these guys are assault team. Well, that's the XO. All right. That's what we look like. And in reality, all of our units survived. We managed to bring back the these guys all don't really matter. We brought back 1, 1. So 1, 1 is not as good as it was. It's an L, L, and a G. We do have experience now. And if we look here, we've got 3-1 is missing a unit. So we're going to knock him down to nothing. He has nothing right now. 3-2 is the same way. And both 2-3 and 3-3 are like that. So those are all missing. Now, so all the other lats have green experience. Oops. So we can reconstitute squads, staff with lats. Spend experience points on steps you want to upgrade while reconstituting. So we've got these 2 lats. What I want to do is I want to get this guy right here. He's now green. So 2-3 definitely. And then I think I'm just going to get this first platoon here also. But I think what I'm supposed to do, those were reconstituted like that, I believe. Oh no, they're not. I take that back. They were like this. So those 2 are green. The benefit of having done it this way was these guys got to come in at line, because when they do it this way, they just go straight to green. So now what we have is where the only ones remaining, so these 2 are back to full 3-step units. These 2 are not 3-step units. Everybody else is fully constituted. Now we can spend some experience upgrading. And so like if we can upgrade any of these. So I'm going to argue, and the upgrade costs for experience is 1 to go from green to line, 3 to go from line to veteran. I do want to get my 3rd platoon. So he's green to line. So that used 1. Want him to be a veteran. That used 3. I'm going to get this to line, and then these 2 to veteran, which is 6. So that's 22 now, because that'll make that guy a veteran. Veteran. I am going to make. It's going to be the same thing. That's 6, 7. So veteran, line. So down to 15. And then here, to be honest with you, I feel like I should do I feel like I care less about skills, and I'd rather have the experience. So veteran, line is another 7, so it's down to 8. This right here would be 6. And I'm almost positive if we look over here at the 2-step units, veteran and line are green as line. So they have to be veteran. So these guys, the nice thing is, if we look at these 3, why did I go with the VVL? If you look over here on a 3-step unit, veteran line results in a veteran unit. So we're going to have all these guys are going to become veteran, including those steps when we move into the next turn. So we've got this guy line. We've got all of these guys are now veterans. I got to tell you, I'm going to stop. I'm going to leave a couple of lines, because I'm going to spend the rest on skills. I got 15 left to do, or 8 left to do some skills. So, add any replacements. There are none. Blech. Now, there is one difference. I think we actually do get, at the end of each successful mission, the company may receive replacement steps. In addition, some veteran replacements may become available as lightly wounded. Add 1 veteran for every 4 casualties returned. So I got a veteran step coming back. So this is interesting now. So I do have 4 casualties, so I got 1 veteran step returning. I could actually make this guy a veteran, as an example. Oops, he returns as a veteran. That's my replacement. Now, I'm going to spend 3 and make this one a veteran, because now this guy is also going to be. Now I've got a VVL again. So this is the only one that's only going to have 1 step missing, and it's going to be line. And I have 5 points to spend. So we've done our experience points. All the lats came in. Replacements are done. We can buy skills. Skill costs are over here. Now, the next mission is a defensive mission. So, I can tell you, auto spot's not critical because we tend to spot them easily, I think, in a defensive mission. What I would like is general initiative, which that costs 2, unfortunately. How many do I have? I only got 5. I'm thinking, looking at these skills on a defensive mission, grenading, concentrating fire, extra draw, maybe paralyzed to fire team, general initiative, maybe, but let's go look and see what we can get with 5 points. So there's an auto grenade. There's a second auto grenade. I got to tell you, I think I should get a grenade, a concentrate, and maybe a +1 draw. How about a paralyzed to a fire team? We'll find a paralyzed. Can we get a paralyzed to a fire team? That's to an assault team. We'll do this. Because I believe that one costs 2. Let's go verify, but I'm pretty sure this will work. So paralyzed to assault team is 2. And then concentrate fire is 3, 4, 5. So there we go. Those are the skills we're buying. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So we're putting these on this. And the reason is this little mat, when I go and say I want to move to the next mission, it will leave those there for us, and everything else will go all over the place. So I'm going to actually move this. I forgot about this marker that I created, which is limited communication, just to remind me that unit's undercover. So with that, I am going to actually save this mission. I'm going to save where we were, just in case something. And I'm going to tell it, take us to the next mission, which will be mission number 2. And there is mission number 2. Looks a bit different, doesn't it? So if we look here, we're not going to go into it in depth. It's a defensive turn now. Nighttime. Germans are attacking from 2 different areas. One of the features just recently added, you'll notice these routes that are in here. There's a toggle routes button for this mission. That'll toggle so you can see this route for these guys off the cards. You can turn that on and off. So with that, I am going to stop this video, spend a little time looking at this, and then we will come back. Mission 2, the Germans counterattack in the Battle of the Bulge. Thanks for joining.